Alright, welcome back to Cameron Caravans, and this time I'm going to show you a walkthrough video of this great little caravan behind me. It's the new CRV Tourer X, and what we're going to do is just go through all the different workings. So, like any good spot to start, let's go and start at the front of the van. Rightio, here we are starting at the front of the van, and just imagine we're coupling up the van now. So, first thing we want to do, this pin of course would traditionally be bolted on the back of your car by now, comes up from underneath and you lock it on. You know it's locked on and you know you're safe when you can pop the cap on top like that and it clips on. So you're safe to tow down the road. The issue might be one day you might go busy, drop it on the ball, and by trying to put that cap on, it won't clip on while that catch isn't locked. So it gives you the double safety check of making sure you're locked on first, then you clip your cap on. So it's a great little safety feature there. Of course, we've got our traditional traffic lights and electric brakes in the plug as well. Anderson plug for charging the battery. Up the front, of course, we want to make sure we connect our chains, but we also want to just shackle that in there too. It's the breakaway brake. So if the van ever parts company, the brakes will come on the van. And of course, now we're safely coupled to the car. We know the van's not going to roll. We definitely want to make sure the park brake's off. And of course, the first thing you do when you get to your park and you're about to unhook, make sure you got your park brake on as well. So great little feature there to, don't forget that one. If we're coupling up the car, of course we want to lower it down on the car, and it's a simple little bottle jack. I do the little twist of the valve, down goes the van, it's on the car. If we want to take it off the car now, it's as simple as a few pumps and we're back up. So yeah, hopefully that covers the coupling up of the van. Talk soon. Rightio, here we are also at the front of the van. Let's say we've just got to where we're going. I've just opened up the box and realised there is no gas bottles, but let's imagine there's gas bottles in here. They would be coupled up, of course. You want to turn the bottles off when you're travelling down the road so they don't accidentally leak anything out. And of course, when you're going somewhere or parked up, you want to turn the gas bottles on, of course, otherwise you won't be able to cook. So let's use our imagination on that one. Otherwise, make sure the box is shut, and of course you can lock that up as well on the front of the van. So let's find something else I can muck up. Rightio, on the front of the van now, I want to show you the protector shade. So to open it, we just squeeze our 3 clips, lift it up, go across, and I'd go to the same to the other side and tie that up. So we've got a nice little shelter over our front window, but the main purpose is really it's stone protection. And then when we go down the road, of course we want to make sure you go click, 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 because the last thing we want is that to fly up while we're going down the road. So I think we're ready to go down the door side now. Let's go and have a look. Here we are at the front of the van, and I just want to show you the tunnel bed. I might just pinch the camera off, you know, just so I can close in nice and tight in here. We can see great little storage boot. With the button, we can turn the light on and off. So great little feature. How's that for a good little area? But I want to show you what this handle does. So let's hand the camera back. I'm going to grab the handle out of the tunnel boot. We'll just lift up the door for a second. Now on our jack legs, I simply pull the leg out. I should have done a bit more prep work and tested this first, but I do like doing my videos in one take. So if I just simply wind that leg in a little bit first, now I can drop the leg down vertical, which is going to give you the most stability, and you simply wind down firm to give you stability. When we finish, of course, we just take the weight off the leg, pull the handle out, lift the leg up, make sure you lock the pin, give it a bit of a shake so you know that you've locked it there. That's ready to go down the road. So yeah, lessons learnt there. Prep yourself before you start the video. While I'm down here, I might just quickly show off a couple of features the CRV has too. We've got a gas bayonet on the front of the van here. So if you've got a barbecue or a cooker, you can put on there. And we've also got hot and cold running water under there. So if you are to put a slide out kitchen option in there, you've got all your facilities right there ready to go. So yeah, let's go and probably start on the roll-out awning, I reckon, because it's the most trickiest one of the lot. Rightio, you might have noticed in the boot, we have a little hook. This is for the roll-out awning. Great if you're crabbing as well, by the way. They're perfect, or ocking out of the hole. And this is for the short people. Unlike a Cameron that can just reach up and grab the strap, it simply allows us to be able to pull the strap down. So let's start at the back. Imagine it's an oversized Holland blind. So we want to release the catch Now the awning's ready to roll out. We want to undo our travel locks. Just come in here, Noel. So we've released the travel lock, and we've also got in the habit of tightening up those rafter knobs so we don't lose them going down the road. I've snuck and done the other end already just for the sake of the video. Now we're ready to, when you flick the catch the right way, there we go. If it won't work, there's a lesson for you. If it doesn't work, stop, go back a step. Sure enough, I hadn't done the catch properly. So let's just keep going there. At any stage, you can see I can reach the awning strap now, so I don't need my hook. And at any stage, I can stop. You can see we're casting a shadow over the van, but I'm going to roll it all the way out till we see the scallop. We know we're all the way out there on the van. Now, to simply extend that out, it locks in to a button. You'll see the button if I push it down. Locks in at the top. I simply then come down here to the handle. See, you've got a little trigger there. I'm going to pull back, grab that trigger, and I'm going to walk it to a halfway point. So for the sake of Noel running down, I'm just going to repeat that process by putting that button all the way to the top, lock it in, and then behind me, I'm going to lift that trigger, pull up. This time, I can go all the way up. So lock that in properly. And on this side then, I can play catch up. Simply pull back, lift the awning. Now you can count the amount of squares either showing or from the top here, and that way you know you've got your awning set at the same height. To finish that off, I push out and lock it off, and I repeat that process here. So now we've braced the awning, ready to go. So that's the quickest way to set the awning up. But as you can see, the arms are still attached to the van. So I'm going to show you on this one now what we call the carport setting. So we're going to put the leg vertical. So from there, I'm actually going to reverse everything I've just done. Let the knob off, grab the catch, come down roughly that height. I'm playing a bit of guesswork here. Undo this travel lock. You can see the little clip I'm about to release. Stand the leg upright. Hold it. See, I've got all the weight on my hand at the moment. I'm going to hold it out while I simply lock it off. That wasn't a bad guess for height either. So, as you can see, this is now what we call the carport setting. It allows us to walk through the awning. And on the opposite side, if I open that up a little more, there we go, it's called the standard setting. So they're the two ways to do the rollout awning, but I'm going to do it all in reverse now and show you how we pack it up. So as you can see, one person can do it, but of course if there's two of you, you can do it together. So first things first, arm out. I've got the weight of the van on my arm. I release the rafter knob. I grab the awning. I pop that clip straight back into there. Now you can see I'm halfway walked this side down already. So I'm simply going to go to this side. I'm going to release the trigger as well, all the way down till I hit the stopper. I may as well finish it off while I'm over here by pushing my little button. Yep, little mistake for beginners. There we go, I didn't release the rafter knob. Another thing what not to do, so try not to do that either. Slide the arm back till we hit the bottom. Now I come back to where I started to finish it off. So as you can see, I'm going to release the trigger, pull back, take the weight off, hold the trigger, all the way back, up to the top. You saw me push that button in earlier. Push the button in, release, slide it all the way back to the van. Now the trick here is to have the weight of the strap in one hand. So I'm going to make sure I have a good grip. And then see that little motor, just come up to the top here, Noel. I'm going to release that clip. So take the weight, awning rolls up, push the clip, you can pull the awning out. So of course we're in roll up mode, but before I let it roll up, I'm going to walk the strap back to the middle of the van. And why I like to do that is when I come outside, I'm now holding the strap nice and firm, but I'm in the middle of the van, so it's going to roll up evenly. So as we let it roll up back to the van there, we want to finish it off now by simply tightening up our rafter knobs. We don't want these rattling out going down the road. So we tighten them up and we squeeze and do the travel lock. And that stops the arms rattling. We know we're in the closed setting because the awning still wants to roll up. So there it is, back against the van. As I say, it's probably the hardest thing to learn, but when you learn it, it's just so convenient. So let's find something a little easier to show you this time. Rightio, I want to show you what some of the plugs are now on the side of the van, and we've got a twin USB plug here. So if you've got your iPads or your tablets outside, a cigarette lighter plug. So if you want to bring a fridge out here, you can always chain it to the rock rails as well to stop the undesirables pinching it on you. An outside TV point, so if you want to bring a TV outside and watch the footy you can, and an outside 240 volt point. So that allows us then, with our picnic table, see we've got these simple little catches, pulls down. While you're looking down there, just have a look, the little switch hidden in the side here. See how it turns on, let me go off and on. Nice little picnic table light, so it just lights up this area. You can now put your electric fry pan on here, use it for cooking, and of course this is a whiteboard marker, so if you've got a whiteboard, you can put your journey on there as well. So a nice simple little setup. Flick the light off, quick and easy, locked away, ready to go down the road. So we might come and jump straight into the door while we're here, because this is one that could catch a few people out, but pull the handle in. Now just watch this as I do that. Watch that little gap there. As I pull the handle in, see it's just pulled it in that couple of mil, making it nice and snug. Key goes in. Look how small that movement is. That's probably, what, 1/8 of a rotation. Back to level. Door's locked. Key goes in, 1/8 of a turn. Door's unlocked. So simple as that. Door in, make sure you pull it in first. Your 1/4 of a turn, it's locked. Key in, 1/4 of a turn, it's unlocked. Now, while we're on the door, I'm going to open it up, push this little tag on the bottom. You can see we've released the clip to separate the door into full fly screen. I'm going to clip that back. So if you're somewhere and you want a bit of ventilation, you can open that up. You've got midgie-proof mesh this side, Crim Safe mesh that side, so you know you can go out for the day, lock the door, get plenty of airflow through the van. So a great little feature, but we're not going to quite duck inside just yet. We'll show you a couple, while we're here, we'll show you a couple more features. I'm going to show you the step now to get into the door. So simply grab the step, pull out, you feel it lock out, push down, that's out. To put it away, it's a reverse. You pick up the front edge, you feel the spring tension. I'm just holding that back, putting itself away. So nice and simple. The other little feature I wanted to show you here too, have a look at this. So the outside door handle and the blue light on the step. So it's a nice little safety feature at night. It just allows you to light up the handle, light up the step, and it's simply the first switch inside the door. So another great little feature. All right, here we are on the off side of the van. It's not the most fun job in the world, but it is the job we all have to do, and it's emptying the toilet cassette. So when we open the door, lift the green handle, slide the cassette out. Now this is going to be about 20 kilos, it's going to be about 20 litres of waste. Do the little clip, handle extension, as you can see comes out, it's wheels. Now you can wheel it off to the dump points at the caravan park. Pop the handle back away again, then I'm going to lift it up, open up the spout. I'm not going to open up the cap now because I don't want to pour anything out, even if it is a little bit of water. So that would be over the spout. You can see I've got a breather button, push the button, tip her up, and the the wastewater will all be flowing out now without glugging. So nice and simple. You can give it a rinse. Don't shake it too much because there is some mechanisms in there, and then empty it out. Now we're ready to reset it. So we can either pop some chemical in there, but we'll show you the drop-ins probably from the inside of the van there. We'll do later. Slide that back away. Let's pop the little clip back in there. Sliding it back away until you hear it go click. Now you know you're all the way in. Up the top here now, we've got our filler point. So this is where we top up the fresh water in the toilet as well. So you'll just fill that up till you see the lip around the top. And that's all recharged, ready to go. So we can shut that all away, ready for another day. Simply twist, lock, and that's closed. So there you go. Wasn't that bad, was it? Emptying the toilet cassette. So we're just going to show you now where you plug in your 15 amp power cord. And of course 15 amp means you've got the big earth pin. Lift up the cover on the side of the van, power outlet, line up the plugs, in she goes. I can hear the microwave beep inside. We now know we've got 240 power in the van. Of course, before you leave, make sure you pull the plug, lid goes down, curl up your cord, and we're ready to go. I should have had a little hose here, but I haven't got one at the moment. But you can see here a simple little Nylex clip-on fitting. Mains pressure in, would go click with the hose. All of a sudden you've got mains water. Now you won't have to use the water pump. So if you're in a caravan park, that'll be the one you'll use. And of course, if you're in the park too, and it's time to empty the grey water tank, of course, if you're free camping, you simply turn your valve 90 degrees. It'll catch the water here in the grey tank. Open it up when you're finished, and the water's going to flow all out into your grey water sullage. So yeah, great little feature if you're free camping. Of course, grey water's a necessity these days. So yeah, there it is on the van. Rightio, we've come inside the van now, and I want to show you just this simple little catch system and this drawer by the door. So just have a look here. You can tell the buttons are locked. The buttons are in. Release, push button, release. Now the drawer will pull out. Quite a handy little pantry, and a nice little bench extension for when you're at the kitchen and just need a bit more space. Rightio, the microwave, like all microwaves, you have all your different modes. Your defrost, simply start, stop. So turn your dial, we've got 29 seconds set on there. I can cancel that. Auto cook, 1 minute. Set, start, stop. So like all microwaves, they're just going to take a bit of getting used to, but nothing overly tricky about that one. Rightio, you can see our simple little touch panel by the door. We can see our freshwater tanks. We've got no water in this van at the moment. Being a brand new caravan, we've got nothing in our wastewater tank as well. But if we were to want to use the water pump on, water pump off, and of course when the tank's full it will turn itself on and off. Otherwise, simple power mode here. We can see we're fully charged, we connect to 240. As we leave the van, if we want to power it all down, it'll all go dark on us in a sec. There we go. Lights on, lights off. So simple little on and off as you walk in and out the door. I want to show you this switch above the control panel. See, it's a two-way switch, 1 and 2. So if I flick on 1, I'm going to flick it on and off. Turns your outside light into amber. If I flick the switch to 2, it's turning it to the outside light as white. So simple little bug light setting 1, outside light setting 2. Nice and simple. Alright, another little easy one. Range hood, lights on, fan on. So nice and simple, as the range hood will show you. Lights on, lights off. While we're on the lights, under the overhead cupboard, you brush your finger over it. See that little shadow spot right there? It allows you to turn the light on and off. And as you can see, on the kitchen bench, just gives you that nice bit of extra light. 240 power points in the corner, all nice and simple. We might show you the windows next. Rightio, here we are at the windows. They're a nice double glazed window with 100% blocked out, but let's just start by showing you the catch. It's as simple as push the button, twist the lever, it'll allow you to come out. When you come back in, pull in, and of course the button pops out. So you must open it by pushing the button, twist. As we push out, you're going to hear some clicks. Every time we hear a click, that's where the window will stop. So we can go all the way out. We could now bring our fly screen down if we wanted to and just have full ventilation. Otherwise, another safety feature at night, you can actually see how I drop it there? You go past the click, so you push and it comes back in. I can now lock the window. See that slot there? I'm locking it in that. If we have a look, look at that. There's a nice gap. No one's going to climb through that. You can bring your fly screen down and still get ventilation while you're out for the day. Or just simply, see, you bring your two together. You go click, like so, and now I can give myself 100% block out, or let a little bit of light in just because I'm getting changed, but of course no one from the ground will be able to see you. So a very neat window, 100% block out, very nice to be able to sleep in, and very nice insulation. Welcome back again. I want to show you the table area now. So it's a nice simple, you can see how it rotates out of the way, but it rotates every different angle. We can go out. We can go long ways. I can sit here, relax, watch the TV. Someone else can sit there. You could be playing cards, having coffee, or it could be dinner time and you want to bring the table in. So it is such a versatile table. As I spin out of the way, look at the space that opens up there in the living area. So nice, simple, three-way crank leg. So yeah, nothing unusual there. Alright, we're at the smart TV now, and I'm going to try and hold the buttons up here so you can see that and the TV as one. So come right in on this, Noel. Now, I'm simply pushed the home button, and this is the screen we come to. If I go across here, we want to go up to settings, okay, and we just want to confirm that your TV, this is for finding auto tuning for channels, is that you're in auto channel update, and it'll let you know. So basically it's going to tune in itself. Otherwise, if I go exit from that screen, we've also got network. Now we could connect this to the Wi-Fi, so you'd need to go in there, connect to your Wi-Fi. There we are, there's our Wi-Fi here in the office. We'd go into there, enter the passwords if you've got your own hotspot on your phone. And of course, if I go back to the home screen, then you can log on to your Netflix, your Prime TV, your YouTube, whatever you might have. Otherwise, if we go down to TV mode, you will see new channels found. So obviously it's done a search, found new channels. We're going to acknowledge that. And there we are, we can watch Dr. Phil. So nothing too complicated. Obviously it looks a bit daunting with the buttons, but like anything, it's learning and getting used to your TV. Otherwise we might turn that off. Rightio, on the TV you'll find this booster. See the green light goes on? It's an amplified TV antenna, so we want to make sure that green light's on first. Then when we come up here, we've just pulled up in a caravan park, we're going to wind the antenna up. And you'll see, if you poke your head out the hatch there, the antenna's coming up in the air. And of course the other feature it allows us to do too, you might have seen it moving up there. I'm pulling this little collar and rotating, or while watching the TV to say there's the best picture, and you can let go from there. So nice and simple to pack it up. Just come back this side now. Just have a look. See these two dots? Those two dots are going to find each other. So when we rotate, the two dots are there. We can see down now on the antenna. And of course the antenna's coming down, and we might just hear it tingle on the roof in a sec. Boom, it's laying flat on the roof. So nice and simple. So hopefully that's okay on the TV antenna. Nice simple one. Roof hatch. It's got a nice little switch off to the side. You can see it turns all the lights, nice and bright. Also the catch. So to lock it, to go down the road, we would do that. To unlock, push the little red button in. Now we've got a couple of settings here. We can just lift it up one notch, just have a little airflow gap, or we can go all the way open, which you can see is lots of airflow, or pop the switch buttons in there, lock that down, and you can see we've got a nice partial airflow that'll keep the rain out, but still allow airflow to come in. So nice and simple. Also fly screen pulls across, blockout blind pulls across. So of course before we go down the road we want to make sure we're up, pull the hatch down shut, lock, ready to go down the road. So there's the roof hatch. As you can see at the foot of the bed, we have got a couple of USB plugs, 240 plugs. You can obviously pop the phone in the pocket there, more USB cigarette lighter plugs, more 240, of course at the back of the van as well, and under the dinette seat. So if you're sitting at the table with a computer, USB plugs and 240. So yeah, phone, iPads, things like that. Here we are at the Fusion radio, and a couple of quick simple modes I want to show you. Power on. Oh, we'll turn the volume down a bit. So we're on 2 zones, obviously 92.9. Now if I go I don't know if you're able to hear that, but that's outside speakers still on. A on, inside speakers, outside speakers off. So it is very simple. If you're at a caravan park, you'd want your A on only. Otherwise, if you're in the bush, hit zone B, A off, and you can play your outside speakers. So lots of different choices there. Really good stereo system. Power down, off. Easy as that. Right, in the cupboard here, we've also got your Truma hot water system. So you might be able to pick up there. Oh, let's see if I can get the camera in the cupboard. 60 and 70 degrees. So I find 60 degrees is more than hot enough. So don't worry about 70, go to 60. Flick the switch up. You might have seen a red light flash there in a second. If the system fails to ignite, which I know it will because there's no gas bottles on this van, this red light will come on in 15 seconds, there we go, and tells us it failed to ignite. Now, if we did know we had gas bottles, we would go to the front, turn the gas on, you'd go back to 0 to reset, on again, So it's going to have another go, and again in 15 seconds, maybe 10, the light will come back on. So you know, you just keep looking to find out, have I turned the gas on? Have I got gas? Have I taken the hot water system cover off? Otherwise, so give it about 15-20 minutes and you'll have a hot tank of water. And when you don't need it, flick the rocker switch to 0 and it's off. Nice and easy. Rightio, we've come into the caravan. We've got the Dometic fridge we're standing in front of now. We push and hold the button. You'll see the Dometic logo. There it is. You know now it's powered up. We can see we're on third temp and we're on auto. To change those modes, another touch of the button. Now we're in the, go up over here to temp mode. Tap to acknowledge. I can turn the temp up, 3, top right up to the top or down. I know roughly that mid-stage setting is where we want to be. Acknowledge that. Touch the button again. We're going to go down to auto. Now auto is going to automatically select, so it knows I'm on 240. Otherwise you could manually go gas or battery and then just hit that mode. But I know I want to be on auto. It is just so much easier because auto will automatically select and prioritize what you've got. And then let's open the fridge up. You'll see your interior lights on in there as well. And then come back to the controller. At the end of the, when you want to shut it down, you push and hold the button. Display goes out. Now we can even rotate this little clip around. Let me just get under there. Rotate that clip and I can now lock the door. Look at that. I've left it open. So we can drive down the road. The door's not going to swing around. Yet we've got airflow in there, so a very handy setting to know when you've stopped. Rightio, we've got down nice and low to show you the air conditioner. It's built in under the bed on all the Tourer models, so it saves that height. There's a little receiver for it. So if I aim the remote at that, hit it on, you can see it's flashed and received. Now I'm on auto, 22 degrees. So it's just, there we go, you can just hear the air starting up now. And then it's just simply temp up or temp down. We can go, I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up in the display. Let's hold it that way maybe. We can go, oh, that's power button. Let me hit the mode button. Mode, just circulating. There we are, that's cooling, heating, or auto. And as I say, I tend to just leave it on auto because it's going to heat or cool to 22 degrees and give you a very comfortable van. Or if you want a bit cooler, you just simply go down. So nice and simple. To turn it off, hit the power button. You'll hear the fan. It'll take a little while just to power down. There we go. And she's powered down. So nice and simple, easy to do. We always pop the remote up by the end of the cupboard. So nice and convenient, very easy. Airflow comes out nicely through the van. Rightio, we're going to show you the combo shower toilet model now. What I like about these, of course, is I've got the curtain. We'll now close off the whole toilet area. So we're not wetting that area. Behind there we can hide our towels, our soaps, our bits and pieces in the holder. We've obviously got a nice cabinet here. Child-proof lock, as you can see. We'll worry about that one later. What do we got? Cup holders, your vanity basin. But I mainly wanted to show you, obviously your hot and cold water, there's nothing unusual with that, is of course your toilet operation. So let's say we've done the waste in the toilet. We open the valve, that drops all to the bottom tank. We hit the flush. You'd have water squirting around there, but I've got no water in the van at the moment. And just rinses it all to the bottom tank. We shut that off, and of course you've seen the outside video. When it's full, that little light will come on just there and let you know it's time to empty the cartridge. So nothing too unusual with those toilets at all. So yeah, hopefully it's not the dirty job like some people think. If you have got any vapors in there, of course you've got your hatch with your fan, a 2-speed fan. So that's going to help draw all the airflow out of the van as well. You can see we've fit some cupboard hook, towel hooks and all of that in there. So hopefully that wasn't too tricky and you find that one easy enough to do. All right, hopefully you liked that little walkthrough of our Tourer X. Of course, if I've missed anything, let me know in the comments, and I can certainly add some more videos. Otherwise, yeah, give us some feedback, and hopefully I'll do some more of these full walkthrough instruction videos for you as well. But make sure you're following Cameron Caravans on Insta, Facebook and YouTube. Like and subscribe. We'll chat to you next time. Bye.